Mr. Ricardo Cate, everybody.
Cool, thank you. I was here last week and my son was here, and he told me afterwards when we went to Boxcar, you know, I like Corey's set better than yours.
Yes!
Anyway, I kicked him out of the house, so he's not living with us no more. And Tomas, where's Tomas? There he is. Yeah, he was saying he was related to Pocahontas, or he may have been. And I'm thinking, sitting there going, I think he's more related to Elizabeth Warren than Pocahontas. In fact, one of the, over the summer, a mosquito bit me, and I thought, hey, that mosquito that just flew off has more Indian blood than Elizabeth Warren. And I keep hearing about this Wayward comedy, and so I'm like new to English, right? So I looked up Wayward. It says difficult to control or predict because of unusual or perversive behavior. And I would love to be a part of that. So, there you go. Just like Corey up here, I also have 3 kids with the same women. I hate that bitch. Yeah, I really do. So before I came out here today, I had a feeling one of my teeth to be filled at the dentist on the reservation in Santo Domingo, where I'm from. And someone asked me, one of my white friends asked me, what's the healthcare out there on the reservation like with the dentist? And I'm like, well, you know the old commercial where 4 out of 5 dentists recommend Trident? Well, we get the 5th dentist that doesn't recommend Trident. So, anyway, I showered to be here today. You're welcome. Also, it rained today. You're welcome. I showered today. I'm staying at the Santa Fe Hotel Santa Fe. Isabel. Nah, just kidding. I have a crush on Isabel. Everybody knows that. So I'm staying at the Santa Fe Hotel Santa Fe, and they have these super white towels and washcloths. So I'm in the shower with this super white washcloth, and I'm washing myself, and I look at the washcloth. I'm like, oh my gosh, is my brown coming off? But it was just dirt. Anyway. So people in New Orleans, right? Hurricane Ida, is that what it's called? And I saw this news thing where they were like, these white people were like, oh, we're gonna ride this storm out, man. We don't want to see what happens. And oh my gosh, why do white people stay for stuff like that? Why do they do that? Why? And that's the reason why I don't like watching like horror flicks, because white people won't leave like haunted houses, or they go into houses that they know that the killer's in there, and yet they go in there and they're like, you know, here's the house. They walk up and they go, hello? Anybody here? Hello? Hey, come on, guys, quit messing around. Right? And it always ends the same way. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I don't want to watch those things, but I do love watching Saturday night morning cartoons. Some of you guys may not be familiar with the fact that there only used to be cartoons that only showed on Saturday mornings, like Bugs Bunny at 6 o'clock a.m. You know, the theme. And that was the only time you caught it. We didn't have internet back then. We didn't have any of these things where you could stream and stuff. It was just the one day of the week that you could watch those cartoons. And my favorite was the Bugs Bunny. In fact, one of my favorite was Marvin the Martian. And later on I thought, wow, Marvin the Martian was the first terrorist right? Because you couldn't see his face, and you know he was a foreigner, and he was always trying to blow up shit, right? like he would be like pointing the thing, like he'd be on the moon, pointing that weapon towards Earth so he could blow it up, right? And he'll be like, and then he'll over the years, but Bugs Bunny would come up and he'll unscrew that thing to blow up the thing, and he'll go away, and then Marvin the Martian will be like, "Where's my kaboom? Where's my earth-shattering kaboom? Who stole my Q-36 explosive space modulator? I am so angry." And I love that voice. I love Marvin the Martian, and I would use that voice walking around the house. You know, it's really weird. You have to put yourself in my position because I'm Native American, growing up in a Native American home, and I'm like, you know, talking to my dad like, "Where's my coffee? I need my cereal. Where's my cereal?" And then he would be like, anyway. Another thing I loved was Sesame Street. Oh my gosh, Sesame Street. How many of you guys remember Sesame Street? But it wasn't until later I realized that, you know, Oscar was this homeless hobo living in a trash can, and Ernie and Bert were gay, and Cookie Monster had an eating disorder, and Snuffleupagus, which Big Bird was the only person, Muppet or character that saw the Snuffleupagus. He had a, you know, he was on crack, like, right? You know, "Hello, Bird," right? You know, and so, but my favorite was, in fact, one of my friends asked me, "Who was your favorite Dracula?" We were talking about horror movies. "Who's your favorite Dracula?" And I said, "The one that's on Sesame Street." And he goes, "That doesn't count. He doesn't count." And I said, "Actually, he does." Because his name was the Count. And this is how sick I am. Even as an adult, I still love the Count, because we were watching, remember last year around this time when they were coming up with all these COVID cases and all these COVID deaths? And it was just hard to, you know, sit there and, you know, listen to all this. But for me, and I told my 3 kids, you know, I made it better for them, because they will say there was 1,345 deaths, and 923, 1,323 infected, and 923 deaths in New Mexico. But I found a way to make it better for my kids. I would do it in the Count's voice, right? I'd be like, "There was 1,325 deaths. And it made it sound better. And so, okay, anyway. I would do that, and so I know that's kind of sick, but it's okay. That's all I got. I'm just trying to do stuff. So thank you very much.